Let's see how we can find the derivative of this function. This function is kind of written like a product of two other functions. So this one could be one function times the other function, which is this one. So the rule is this. We're going to find the derivative dy dx. We're going to find the derivative of the function y with respect to x. So the first part, this function x squared, we're just going to leave it as it is, and then multiply it by the derivative of this function. Let's do this term by term. So the derivative of 2x is going to be 2. Derivative of a number is nothing, 0. So the derivative of this is 2. So I'm going to times it by 2. And then plus, then I'm going to calculate the derivative of the first function, which is going to be 2x. The derivative of x2 is 2x, and then I'm going to multiply it by the second function, and I'm just going to write it out as it is, plus 1. So one more time, 2 steps or 2 parts. The first part, we take the first function as it is, and then the derivative times the derivative of the second function, then plus. The second part is the derivative of the first function times the second function as it is. So let's see if we can simplify this a little bit. X to the power 2 times 2 is going to be 2x2, and then we can rewrite this. If we multiply 2x with 2x and then 2x with 1, we're going to get 2x times 2x is 4x2, and then 2x plus 1 is going to be 2x. Here we have x2 terms, so 2x2 plus 4x2 is going to be 6x2, and then plus 2x. This way of finding the derivative is called the product rule, because this function, the whole function y, is written like a product of two other functions. That's one way of looking at it. Let's do one more example. Let's see if we have this function. We can take 2x2 plus 3x. And how about x2 minus 3? Then the derivative of the function y with respect to x would be, this is the first function, the yellow function, and the second part is this one in green. So let's have a look at the first example. What did we do? We took the first one and we didn't touch it. We just wrote it out as it is, plus 3x, and then we multiplied it by the derivative of the second one. So what's the derivative of this? Well, it's going to be 2x, and this is going to be 0, so times 2x times 2x. And then we have the plus sign. The second part is going to be the derivative of the first function, which is going to be 4x plus 3, and then times the second function, and we're just going to write it out as it is. So x squared minus 3. Now let's simplify this a little bit. Let's see. 2x times this term and 2x times this term, so it will be 4x to the power of 3 plus 6x squared. And then it's going to be this times this, and this times this, this times this, this times this. 4x times x2 is going to be 4x3. 4x times minus 3 is minus 12x. 3 times x squared is going to be 3x squared. Plus 3 times minus 3 is going to be minus 9. Now let's simplify this last time. First of all, let's find the x3 terms here and here. So we're going to have 8x3. We can cross them out because now we added them together. Let's find the x2 terms here and here. 6 plus 3 is 9x squared. We have one x term, which is going to be minus 12x, and then minus 9. So the derivative of the function y, which is this function, is this. And this is called finding the derivative of a function that looks like this is called the product rule.